show you. Well, alright, so do you have any specific video you want to do?
We could watch that, see where it takes us.
Let's do it!
Yeah.
Alright, hello. Testing 1, 2.
Gonna be lit while we see what the Clinton has been up to.
Yes. Wow. Alright, let's do it.
The morning after the last election, I said, we owe Donald Trump an open mind and the chance to lead. I meant it. Every president deserves that. And Trump came in with so much set up for him. A strong economy, plans for managing crises, including a pandemic. Yes, we Democrats would have disagreed with him on many things, but if he had put his own interests and ego aside, seen the humanity in a child ripped from her parents at the border, or a protester calling for justice, or a family wiped out by natural disaster, that would have been a good thing for America and the world. I wish Donald Trump knew how to be a president. Because America needs a president right now. Throughout this time of crisis, Americans keep going, checking on neighbors, showing up to jobs as first responders, hospitals, stores, nursing homes. Yes, it still takes a village.
Definitely has the personality.
And we need leaders equal to this moment of sacrifice and service.
What did you sacrifice? You sacrificed your innocence when you got onto Epstein's island.
Everyone has a story about Joe's caring and empathy. I remember him calling after my mother Dorothy died, and we talked about being raised by strong women. The best testament to Joe is how he's cared for his family. And how great is it that Dr. Jill Biden plans to keep teaching as First Lady. And Joe picked the right partner in Kamala.
Well, we all know how that worked out. Joe Biden is sitting pretty in the White House as First Lady, not teaching.
Really? I didn't know that. I knew that she started Biden's presidency teaching like some university in Northern Virginia. She stopped that.
This former district attorney and attorney general can handle them all. So this is the team to pull our nation back from the brink. But they can't do it without us.
The same people who caused all these riots.
I didn't realize how dangerous he was. I wish I could do it all over. Or worse, I should have voted. Look, this can't be another woulda, coulda, shoulda election. If you vote by mail, request your ballot now and send it back right away. If you vote in person, do it early. Become a poll worker. Most of all, no matter what, vote. As Michelle Obama and Bernie Sanders warned us, if Trump is reelected, things will get even worse. That's why we need unity now.
Aquafoil will be increasing. I'll be rich.
Remember back in 2016 when Trump asked, "What do you have to lose?" Well, now we know. Our health care, our jobs, our loved ones. Our leadership
increasing
in the world,
health care for people who really need it.
Post office. But let's set our sights higher than getting one man out of the White House. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are going to give us so much.
So does the president. I mean, yes, the president, of course, has an impact on that.
Joe's plan will create
100%.
clean energy
it's not
jobs
as directly
to
as
fight
you
climate
think,
change.
I guess.
Very indirect.
More of just the feeling.
Vote for emergency relief that lifts small businesses.
The societal reaction.
Yeah.
Like, for example, when Biden got elected, the stock market crashed.
It's wrong that billionaires got $400 billion richer during the pandemic while millions lost their $600.
Because of Pfizer, which, you know.
Also, that's just the nature of money.
Vote for the parents and teachers struggling to balance children's education and safety. And for healthcare workers fighting COVID-19 with little help from the White House. Vote for paid family
Operation
leave
Warp Speed
and
started
healthcare
by?
for everyone. For Social Security, Medicare, and Planned Parenthood. Vote for Dreamers and their families. Vote for law enforcement, purged of racial bias that keeps all our streets safe.
Yeah, they do, but going up to the streets that are unsafe to begin with.
Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery, because Black lives matter. Vote for honest elections So we had a foreign
honest
adversary
elections, an
choose
election
our
where
president.
multiple state audits
Vote
couldn't
for the
even track where
diverse,
the votes
hopeful
went.
America we saw in last night's roll
Sounds like
call. And don't forget,
a good idea for a documentary.
Joe and Kamala can win by 3 million votes.
How to run the
and
most
still
secure
lose.
election ever done.
So we need numbers overwhelming so Trump can't sneak or steal his way to victory.
Steal?
Text vote.
You're the guy. You're the person who
3-0.
invented the Steele dossier to try to get him.
100 years ago yesterday, the 19th Amendment to the Constitution was ratified. It took 7
Via
decades
supermajority
of
Republican
suffragists
support.
marching,
Virtually no
picketing, and going to
Democrats
jail
supported that
push us closer
amendment
to
when
a
it
more
came.
perfect union.
I mean, yeah, but to be fair,
55 years
the political
ago, John
parties have
Lewis
changed
marched
since
and
then.
bled and
You know,
stumbled.
Change.
you know, because back then the Democrats were the party for the local government, and oh well.
In America's future because of Kamala Harris, a black woman, the daughter of Jamaican and Indian immigrants, and
Black?
our
Jamaican
nominee
is in the
for vice
Caribbean.
president.
It's definitely not
This
black.
is our country's story.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Breaking down
that is
barriers and
No.
expanding
like Puerto Rico might not be, you know,
and to
black,
the young
but
people
Jamaica.
watching,
I hear you.
don't
Yeah.
give up
It's
on
the same
America.
here.
Despite
Should
our
be more
flaws
honest,
and
like
problems,
Jamaican
we've
Indian.
come so far.
Yeah.
We can still be a more just, equal country with opportunities previous generations could never have imagined. There's a lot of heartbreak in America now. And the truth is, many things were broken before the pandemic. But as the saying goes, the world breaks everyone, and afterward, many are strong at the broken places. That's Joe Biden. He knows how to keep going, unify, and lead, because he's done that for his family and country. So come
40-ish
November,
years in the Senate and
we're
not one
strong
thing got
together.
changed? Sounds
We'll
pretty
heal
bad at
together.
unifying.
we'll redeem the soul and the promise of our country,
Yeah,
led by
freedom.
President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris.
Alright, that's an interesting little video to watch.
Yeah.
Very random. I wouldn't watch this on my own. And so this is Clinton talking basically like hyping up Joe Biden.
Yeah.
When we didn't know if he was gonna get elected or not. We didn't want a second Trump term. Oh, comms turned off. Come on,
Of course,
guys.
because
Come on.
they can't handle.
All right. So, do you have any thoughts about that? Because not that much to work with.
Yeah, just not a lot to work with, but a lot of statements that were taken out of context and only hold if certain things are true. And unfortunately, America was doing awesome, economically, socially. People were actually interacting with each other. Yeah, maybe that caused conflict, but at least we were making progress at a human-to-human level. Hillary does a great job at speaking that. She pairs speechwriter pretty well. Give that person a raise.
One interesting thing that you brought up is about mail-in voting, and typically, Democrats mail in their votes more than Republicans.
Yeah.
I wonder why that arises, and why does that arise? Why? Because also it's a very unique issue, a very late 2010s, early 2020s issue, where in the past, at least to the best of my knowledge, mail-in voting was not a huge thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it was justified. I guess no. I guess the 2020 elections were pre-COVID, right? November 2019.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So why were they known? But then again, I don't have any. Additionally, to add on to that, election fairness is something there's I've done no research on, nor do I really plan to,
Mm-hmm.
nor do I really care about it. But I guess the regular citizen should, in a way. I mean, is it even possible for the regular citizen to be able to make sure that elections are fair?
Right.
It's like, can I even say the regular citizen should be able to check if the elections are fair? Can I even say that? Is that too idealistic?
So, coming from a background working for the Montgomery County Board of Elections, and in various capacities. Provisional voting judge, check-in judge, volunteer, and at the end of it, currently as chief judge. I do think citizens should be able to comprehensively get initial data on elections. Whether that is looking at the voter roster, the finalized list that people will be checked in against on election day to make sure that their name is on it. If they submitted a name to be removed, that name is actually removed. But also looking at, why did we choose the precincts locations that we did? So in Montgomery County, the way that I run things and the way that the rest of the board kind of helps and facilitates that is we look at population densities. And basically wherever population densities are the greatest relative to that general vicinity, we drop a precinct. And that precinct has its own staff members who help the process. And so, your citizen should be able to look at the, detailed results of that election.
Yeah. So you change the scale, and it does 100% make sense that the regular citizen should be able to double check the fairness of local elections, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially maybe if we were having this conversation during the 80s or the 50s, maybe we could say that it's not realistic that the regular citizen can check the fairness of the elections. However, in this day and age, it seems realistic to do so. And so then you go and you say, if the regular citizen can do that in the local elections, why shouldn't they be able to do that in the state elections
or
the federal elections? So I guess I guess that we should be able to.
For sure. There's so much technology out there that enables us to securely get people in, securely scan ballots to count them. And so long gone are the days where you had to actually write something down on a piece of paper and put it in a box.
Yeah.
We actually have pretty comprehensive paper trails. And if utilized properly, fully, we can ensure that, election questions are answered as soon as possible. Because democracy only operates on faith.
It's an interesting concept. Yeah, democracy only operates on faith. I don't know. Yeah, but everything operates on faith. Anyways, okay, cool. Anyways, we're 13 minutes in. So first one. I think this is a good spot to end.
Yeah, so it's awesome. Very good.
We're gonna stop it. We're gonna watch it.